Rick, this game, you got off to such a good start, and then they switched things up a little bit defensively, and you guys ended up turning the ball over a little bit, maybe a little bit too much to your comfort level. Talk about this one. It's kind of a pattern again a little bit. You play well and then not play so well, and then you come back and play well and not so well. Look at this one for us and kind of analyze it a little bit for us.
Well, I take off my hats to MUNCIE Central and Coach Hollowell. They're a very talented team. We came out better prepared to play tonight than they did, but when they took it up to a level, we wasn't able to match it. I mean, they were able to ratchet up. We were exposed from athleticism, perspective, and it showed. But our effort was there. We played with some attitude. But when they were able to ratchet up our pressure, we sped up quite a bit, and we didn't catch balls clean. We threw the ball right to the guys, a couple possessions, and you can't win that way. We're not in the pointing fingers, but as a team, everybody has to pick up their ball handling abilities. And this fall we worked a lot on ball handling, and but it's hard to duplicate that type of athleticism playing against each other when we don't have quite the athletes that we're striving to get to. Right now it's about putting in extra work. I'm not sure if some of our guys are putting in that extra work, extra shots. Getting the cones out and putting in some extra ball handling stuff, shooting pull-ups, spot-up shooting, curls and flares and so forth. And those are things we can control. But, physically there was a slight difference there. And we just couldn't get up to that level. But taking care of the basketball has been one of our biggest Achilles heel. And until we start taking care of the basketball, because we were in control of that game, I won't say in control, but we had good momentum. We had good momentum going in the game. We were spreading the ball around. We were getting some good ball movement. We were finishing strong. We were playing with passion. We were playing with energy. And somewhere in that second quarter seemed to be a long quarter. It seemed like there were a lot of foul calls. In my opinion, it didn't seem to be going. They seemed to get away with a lot of hand checking and things on us. And I was disappointed in one of the calls on Adrian, give him his third. And Adrian's been carrying us from offensive perspective. Christian's been carrying us from a ball handling and keeping a steady perspective. So when those guys get 3 fouls, Christian took a blow where he got the wind knocked out of him because the guy just bull rushed him and ran him over. And it's calls like that just can totally disrupt the flow of the game. One of our best players gets steamrolled, and the calls on him, the wind gets knocked out of him. It's his third foul. He has to sit out. A ball handling and poise dropped a little bit. But I thought BV came in, and once he got his feet, BV had been out for a little bit, but I thought once he got his feet up underneath him, I thought BV did a fairly decent job. It's just hard to be out for week and come back and not have some conditioning issues. But in games like today, in order for us to win, Adrian Burns has to be a stud. We need Christian Harvey on the floor to settle us down, and we need some perimeter shooting. We need Evan to make shots. We need Trey to make some shots. Tyrone need to make some shots, and I won't question these guys' effort. They're trying, and I won't say it's all we got, but we're pushing. But we got to get better in a short amount of time. We've got about 6 weeks or so to get our skill level up a little bit better. We need to get in the weight room a little bit more. Guys need to wake up in the morning, do extra push-ups and core stuff, and so we just got to tomorrow we'll come in here and we'll just have what we call a workout. It won't be a practice. We're just gonna get in here after our youth leagues play, and we're just going to get in here and try to get better. It's important that we all stick together. It's important that we don't listen to naysayers as a family. We got to stick together, believe in ourselves, stay positive. People going to, say what they want to say, but we know we're putting in the work, and we're showing glimpses. I mean, you see some glimpses, but it's hard to win a varsity basketball game in the NCC. I mean, NCC is probably, like I said, the top 1A. And I'd say, you take out that conference, the MIT up in there with Ben Davis and Pike and Lawrence Central, Lawrence North, and I'd say we're right there with that group. And so we'll keep working. We'll stay positive. We've got a stretch coming up with Shelbyville, Belmont, and Lafayette Harrison. Those games are very winnable games, but we got to get better. We got to approach these games with the right attitude, the right perspective. I think our game plan going in is good. As a staff, we got to do a better job of making some adjustments on our end throughout the floor of the game, and we'll get better.
Let me ask you one last thing. And what I saw at the beginning of the game, and I thought if you could really put a dagger in those guys, and when you had an opportunity, because they got into foul trouble with Jones, he goes out. Corthan doesn't play well early, and he's not even a factor. So you take those two guys out, you really had an opportunity to really kind of stick it into them early, right?
And that's kind of been our staple. We're doing a good job of following the game plan on taking away their main guys, but we're not doing a good job letting the other guys not get going. Once you take the main guys away, just like in Newcastle, we took Garrett away, we took Bennett away, we let a couple Froes and a couple guys get away. Tonight we let the Barnes kid. I watched 4 films. Barnes hadn't shot the ball like that. But again, this is a great venue, and he felt pretty good out there on our floor. And I want our guys to start feeling good on our floor. We put in a lot of work, and we gonna have to make some changes and some adjustments on what we're working on, and because we're getting exposed in some areas, and so. We might have to go 9 against 5 to assimilate that kind of pressure. 8, always we're gonna have to do 7 on 5, 8 on 5, reckless trapping. And we're just gonna have to do a better job of handling pressure. A team has got to help one another out. When they're getting trapped, don't hide, come to the ball, sprint to the ball, 2 hands, catch and look first instead of catching, putting the ball down without knowing where the defense is, and understanding that if pressure's coming from one area, you got to look opposite. And things that we've talked about, we just got to do a better job of executing.